Morning, day 86 on the PCT. It's about 6:30, sun is rising. Okay, some potential good news. Just crossed paths with a northbound section hiker who started at Sonora Pass. He said that Canadian Meadows North was pretty busy with hikers. He got dropped off at the pass, but I guess he stopped in. And he said that in the last 2 days, he estimated he's seen about 50 southbound hikers, which means, and probably most of them are through hikers, some section hikers, I'm sure. That means most of the people that I know, the dozen or so people that I've been hiking around, are probably 1 or 2 days ahead of me. It also means that because Canadian Meadows North said they would keep their shuttle operations going as long as there were hikers, sounds like they're probably going to get, a dozen or so hikers today and tomorrow. Probably yesterday. Not everybody goes into Canadian Meadows, but I think most of them are probably going to stop in. So, that bodes well for the shuttle. Probably the shuttle's still running. So I'm hearing cowbells, which usually means cows. I hope they're not on trail. I think I'm hearing them from on the other side of that hill, or maybe on that hill. So that must be Kinney Lake. It's supposed to be two, a lower lake and an upper lake. I don't know which one that is. About 3 miles from, I think it's a State Route 4. Okay, so checking my map. Looks like the highway and Ebbets Pass are on the other side of the lake. Okay, I'm leaving this wilderness, and I'm not quite sure how to say it. If it's pronounced like Tuolumne, then maybe it would be Mokelumne. Okay, this is State Highway 4 at Ebbets Pass. There's actually a walkway through the fence. Now that I get a look at it, gotta watch out for the barbed wire, but I think I can make it through. Yep. So I didn't have to use a gate. So we got a bunch of black cows, one down there. They all have cowbells. I was hearing them from the other valley, and now that I crossed the fence, I'm definitely in cow country. That says Carson Iceberg Wilderness. I don't know if there's a Carson Iceberg anymore. I don't see one. Don't see any icebergs. Probably historic, but maybe I'll have to look it up later. Well, this is a cool find. Looks like a milling stone. Imagine a mortar and pestle. That's not natural. I think that's Native American milling stone used for grinding whatever, acorns or things like that. Human beings are what's known as anti-fragile, which is a book I read a while back. Things can be fragile and anti-fragile. Anti-fragile is different from being resilient. Things that are resilient can withstand that grinding pressure of whatever. But things that are anti-fragile are things that get stronger from stress. And human beings are like that in terms of their health. You stress a human being, not too much, not too little, and they get stronger. Same for plants and so forth. So as I'm trying to do 25 miles a day, I find myself thankful for all the almost 3 months of training on the PCT to get ready for the Sierras. You know, I don't think I overtrained, don't think I undertrained. I was building up from, 12, 15 miles a day originally. Now I'm averaging over 20 miles a day most days. For the whole PCT, I'm averaging a little over 18, including those early weeks and all the zeros and Neros I took. So that now that I'm in the Sierra doing 25 miles, even at high altitude with the elevation gain and so forth, seems entirely doable. Not easy, it's a challenge, but it's not quite sunset. I'm about 22 miles into my day. 25 miles is almost there. Interesting campsite here. I'm not gonna camp here, just stopped for a bite. But somebody found and displayed what I assume is a skull of a cow. One of the things I love about night hiking, aside from the fact that it's very quiet, is that it's also very focused. A lot like driving at night, when you just got the headlights and the road before you, doing a long night drive. Feels very meditative. This does too. Of course, in this case, my legs are doing the work of the wheels, so it's more like driving a Flintstones car. Okay, I've reached the last gate. The gate's actually down. I don't know if I can close it. I'll try it. It should be closed. It's just lying here, but I'll play around with it, see if I can latch it back on behind me. Keep the cows in. Step through here. Gone about 28 miles. It's almost 11 o'clock. I've hiked 17 and a half hours, and I think I'll probably just go to the next campsite and cowboy camp. So maybe another mile or two. Might not make 30.